Now tomorrow, head coach Shannon Smith. Coach, opening statement about today's game.
I think we came out hard defensively, especially in our redefense, attack committees, all the way to our defenders. I thought we did a good job at making it really difficult for them to get into our defensive end. And then in the first half, and even in the second half, I thought we played very well defensively, not allowing them to have easy shots, making them difficult shots. Though we let down in the last 5 minutes of the game, and that's a little unacceptable, so we need to figure out how to put 60 minutes together. Attack-wise, I thought we were getting our opportunities to shoot the ball. We were doing everything we needed to do. We were running everything correctly. We just couldn't shoot, and that's not good, and we need to get better at shooting and get a turnaround here for Thursday against Temple, and that's definitely something we'll work on. I'm sure a lot of these players are taking it to heart that they need to get better with their shots. I thought all over the field we were running through our ground balls and hustling, and we did all the dirty work. But we didn't do the dirty work on the draw controls, and that's what kind of where the letdown was in the last 5 minutes of the game. We need to do a little bit better on the draw controls. But overall, we played much better than our last previous game, so I'm proud of the team in that. But now we got to get better and fine-tune our shooting and be able to play a full 60 minutes.
Coach, you mentioned about the shots still not there, 43 in the game. Was it more of just not getting the best looks, or because Tilt was making some good saves too, but was just not getting the best looks for them, or?
Oh no, we were getting good looks. We were wide open. We just couldn't shoot, and that's not good. We were shooting high to high. We were faking to where we were going to shoot, and that's not good. And we need to get better at that. And that's something that's going to be the emphasis this week. It's been a pattern with our team from game one. Is we haven't been good shooting, and we got to get better at it, and it's going to be a lot of hard work, but there's no doubt in my mind that this team has the mentality and will definitely accomplish this goal.
Britton, early you had a couple shots in the game early on, you're taking some good shots, but in the second half you were able to finally find the net, be able to put in 3. What was the difference between the first and second half for you?
Well, I think that Shannon pulled me off for like a minute and a half, and I was able to take a deep breath, and she just told me, get a drink of water, take a deep breath, and I did that, and I came back out, and I was a lot more confident. It wasn't the full second half that, I was able to put in the back of the net. It was really only like 3 minutes, so I think it was, just calming myself down and taking a deep breath, and actually Marianne said to me, she was like, we need a 3-goal run, and, then she was so happy, so it was good.
Marianne, one of the more aggressive players on the field today, really stood out. But what was the difference between you today, and just how do you feel looking out there?
I think, is this on? We had a really hard week of practice, and 2 practices ago, especially with our defense, we really came together, and we were being really competitive, both the offense and the defense. But I think it was that. I think it was that change at practice that really helped me, as well as my other teammates, translate that into the game today.
Coach, you mentioned the ground ball battle, obviously. A lot more aggressive today, 32-14. What was the difference between today and the last couple of games for you guys?
It was my point of emphasis the past 2 days at practice. I made them get after it with one another and be really competitive with one another. And we had between defense, offense, and we got after it. And I made them fight for everything, and nothing was given to them. And I think that's what made a big difference, and they played with a lot of heart. They knew that they had to run all over the field, and I think they took it personally, because this team bases, everything off of ground balls, draw controls, doing the dirty work, and just being blue-collar athletes out there in the field. And I think they took it personally when they didn't complete that the past 2 games, and we got after it this game, and that's one thing I really commend them for. And now we just got to be able to put everything together into a complete game.
How did you feel about Emily Constantine's performance, being able to get back on goal column today?
Yeah, I think, one thing I told Emily is you need to focus on redefending hard, and I think she did that this game, and I think that allowed her, to get herself out of her head so she could play well offensively, and she came up with 2 huge goals for us, and I think that's just commending the hard work that our other 6 players on the attacking end were doing, and really moving off ball to allow her to take the ball one-on-one.
You guys have a few days off before Temple on Thursday at home. What else we worked on?
Shooting, and more shooting. And then we got to work a little bit more defensively, correct the errors that we had. And besides shooting, we need to work on draw controls, to get better and get ready for Temple.
Thank you.